OK, Jeffrey Epstein is in the news. Now, we also have to say no relation to Angela Epstein. It's a bizarre thing, this. So these new documents have come out, which were in the system for a while. And essentially, they've gone into these connections involving Epstein and his pals. Among them is Prince Andrew. However, there's not a lot in here, Angela.
No, so it's part of the legal case related to Ghislaine Maxwell, who is, of course, ex-girlfriend, companion, I'm not sure how we badge her these days, of Jeffrey Epstein. And you're absolutely right. So it names certain very high-profile people, such as Clinton and Donald Trump, but there is absolutely no suggestion of illegality. Prince Andrew is also amongst these high-profile names who's been sort of mentioned in these US documents. So the issue is, what's the point? We've promised that there are going to be more to come. There are no bombshell revelations in this one, but it's almost like, what's going to come out of this? I can't imagine what these people are thinking. I mean, only they will know whether they've got anything to be nervous about or not.
Well, that there is an allegation that Andrew touched somebody's breast against her will in 2001. And
as far as when they were joking around with the spitting image puppet of him.
I don't know if the spitting image puppet was involved. I mean, certainly that's one of the most bizarre Andrew stories. Yeah. He got a spitting image puppet and used the hand of the puppet to touch this woman's breast.
But that's been historically, that's already been categorically denied as untrue. This isn't a new thing.
So, he's denied. We should say Andrew has.
There's complete denial.
It.
But I suppose this sort of the thing that makes one raise a quizzical eyebrow, and this is only an observation. We have no facts on which to base this. Is that, of course, Prince Andrew said he never met Virginia Giuffre, but there was a settlement of, what was it?
12
million for somebody who said he never met.
Somebody he hasn't met?
So we just let those two pieces of information sit there and let the lawyers decide.
But also we've heard Andrew's, ridiculous explanations to Emily Maitlis of why he broke off his friendship. He had to travel to New York to stay in Epstein's home after he was a convicted paedophile to break off their friendship.
Yes. And
really?
They were photographed walking in Central Park together. Yeah.
So, but then again, all right, let's put the other side of this. This is a big old document, and there's very little in it to trouble Andrew. Can he come back?
There was so much excitement about this list coming out, as though it was going to be a revelation, and it isn't. He can't come back. He has to step away completely, or continue to step away from public life.
What does he do?
And
just ride a horse?
He shouldn't have a penny of public money. His job was to be Prince Andrew, and he's failed. Sack him.
Yeah, but being Prince Andrew is simply a matter of the blood running through his veins. We can't unprince him, can we?
Well,
He's always going to be
defund the prince.
Defund the prince.
Defund the prince.
Would that work, Andrew? Because he'd then have to go and live on a housing estate somewhere.
And we've touched upon this on previous programmes. I think he needs to do a profumo, which was sink away from view and then use the profile, the good part of the royal family profile, to do good for the world. And then we will think about him in different ways.
Would we? Do we think about bad people in different ways because they do good things? Look at Savile. Look at the way we're now suspicious of people who use charity to clear their name.
Well, he doesn't have to. It can be under the radar. What he needs to do is make use of his time for the good of humanity.
He's got to do something other than just sit on a horse.
Counting his teddies.
That's all he's... Well, yeah, that as well.
You work at Oxfam Braintree and Prince Andrew comes in one morning and says, can I help you sell some books?
But I agree. There's got to be an answer to this, of what this guy does, but I think he has to leave the family.
I mean, there was a suggestion, again, and I don't know if it's been corroborated, that he and Fergie are thinking of remarrying. It was in one of the papers, so
she can keep an eye on him, probably.
British people are his employer. He's let us down. We should be able to sack him.
Well, he has been effectively sacked.
Yeah,
but
he's still getting...
I know. This is the weird...
Paying him.
It's the weird situation of having a royal family, is you can't ever sack them when they don't do their job.